Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? So I'm going to call this a public service announcement. Um, this is for mostly for the ladies out there. Uh, Gents, I'd appreciate if you guys would chime in as well in the comments down below to either affirm or if you have anything else to add or other things to look for. So I'm going to call this one a public service announcement: spotting fake friends. Okay, so as part of with Mom's channel, I started up a Facebook page. Mom had one before, but I didn't know the password or anything else. So I started a new Facebook page for her fans. So I created an account for her, and I put her picture on there and all, and I used that to start the fans of Phyllis Stokes Facebook group, and there's like 500 people in it now. So and I would post, videos, whatever. It was a forum for people to come together and talk about recipes and memories and things like that. So I did that, and then I started getting friend requests, and of course, a lot of the people were people that had followed the channel and all of that, and I started getting all the requests. So I'm a naturally trusting person. I just like to think the best of people all the time. Some would call that naive, probably. But so I'm like, okay, yeah, hey, oh, there's somebody that wants to be friend. Okay, great, friend, accept. And then I started getting some private messages, and I'm like, what's going on here? And hey, beautiful, hey, and I'm like, okay, they think it's Mom, and they're striking up this conversation. So I'm like, and I'll click on their Facebook profile, and I'll look into it a little bit and see. And I got to the point now. I'm to the point now where I can spot them pretty easy. So I'm gonna give you some pointers, ladies. I feel for you that you have to put up with that, because it's annoying. But I've gotten to where I can kind of spot it. And I don't mean to imply that you don't. You ladies have put up with it all your lives, and I'm sure that you could spot it way quicker than I can. So please, if you got pointers too, let me know. But this is some things that I've noticed that that now that I'm spot it's ridiculous. So when I get a friend request from a guy on Mom's Facebook profile, first thing I do is click on it, and there's things that I look for, and it stands right out. And as a guy, I can tell you that this is how I know as a guy, because first off, okay, guys are clean cut, clean, good looking, middle age, late 40s, 50s, in good shape. Most of us in our 50s are not in very good shape, so dad bods or whatever. So that's the first, and then there's pictures of them with no shirts on a lot. Strike two. I'm like, oh, come on. And, they're smiling, and they're all, clean cut beards or whatever. And it's like, okay. Um, and, uh, and then the other dead giveaway is they have a picture with them with their dog or flowers. And I'm like, no dude does that. Ladies, I'm sorry. That's the clue. That you should immediately think that this is somebody who's created some kind of profile that's trying to prey on you and your loneliness or whatever, and that's what they do. And dudes don't do that. I mean, they don't. They're all widowed. Now there may be the one or two that really are, and if that's really your case, but I'm just saying that there's people that create profiles, fake ones, and a lot of Eastern European countries and African countries, Nigerian princes or whatever that do this. They prey on lonely middle-aged women, and that's what they do. So next thing if you do accept the friend request from them, you'll start getting these private messages that'll start popping up, and hey, beautiful, hey, how are you? You look so interesting. I really like to get to know you, and like that's the other clue. It's like, I mean, they're trying to reach out. They're trying to get a conversation going so that they can The next thing you know, it'll be a while, they'll develop kind of a relationship, and then they'll be asking for money. And it just happens so many times that people just prey on people that are lonely. Um, so that's the other clue. Some of the other clues that you'll see is they'll say that they're either from the U.S. and working overseas. Of course, that's me, but you can trust me. You know who I was there before, but or they are from overseas working in the U.S. Usually it's the other way. They went to school or whatever in the U.S. and they just happen to be working overseas. Um, but they make it seem like that they've been in the U.S. a long time, but their English is not very good. And when you get the message that the English is kind of off, like they use words incorrectly, or the sentence structure is not quite right. That's another one. You don't ever see kids in their pictures. Um, that's another one. Again, it's usually a cute little puppy dogish kind of looking dog, like a little. It's not like a big bull mastiff or anything. It's usually like some kind of a lap dog kind of dog, or flowers, like I said. And then another thing too is sometimes you'll see one where they went to school in the U.S. and they're a doctor overseas. They're always a doctor or an engineer. Also, you don't ever see like you know, the whatever. Not to demean any other job, but they're always a doctor or an engineer. All right, they're very successful or whatever. It always seems that way. But sometimes also they'll be in uniform. And here's the clue. So you look at the uniform and you look at the name tag, and because the profile name up there, it'll say whatever, John Smith or whatever, but then you look at the name tag and it's something else. And so obviously they've gone and picked pictures up off the internet, which you can get anything anywhere of anybody, can't you? And they built these profiles, and they're reaching out trying to find lonely people to take advantage of down the road. So those are some clues. Widowed, obviously widowed, no shirt, pictures with no shirt, with dogs and flowers, English not so good, engineer, doctor, of course. And those are the things that are dead giveaways. And I've got to the point now where those friend requests come up. I'll click on if it's a guy right away, I'll click on the link and I'll go to the profile and look. Another thing too is how many other friends do they have? And it either if it says it doesn't show, it doesn't have that information, or there's like 4 friends, or the friends they do have are all like from Africa or something, like it's the guy's John Smith from whatever, and the only friends he has are, from Nigeria or whatever. It's these rooms that they have all these people, or they have groups like that are just reaching out trying to bring in money and fool people. So they like each other's and they're each other's friends. So look at the friends too and see who's on there. That's another thing. So I hope this is helpful. It's just something I've noticed, because I've seen a time or two where I'll see that, and obviously it is, and then I'll see one of you accept it and engage with them, or in the comments or something like that. So I've kind of gone back through and tried to screen out some of those, as many as the ones that just leap to mind that appear to be obvious, fake profiles or fake friends. So, but I hope this is helpful, and if you have a question about something like that, ask around to everybody. Hey, does anybody know this person? Whatever, and see. So I just hate to see all you nice people, anybody be taken advantage of. It's just a shame that somebody would do that, but they do. So I hope this is helpful. A little public service announcement from Colonel, and we'll see you. I hope you all take care and have a blessed day.